Good day guys, being here. Today we're going to talk about material takeoff. Okay, so let's start. So first, let's create a project. So in this project, I'm going to just model some wall. So for example, I'll model a brick veneer wall. So let's change detail to medium so we can see the different material, brick, air gap, and timber. So also let's model something else. So for example, a roof, and maybe just a generic roof without slope. Let's do a flat roof, 1 meter by 1 meter square. Okay, so this is roof. Okay, so let's go to side plan. So this is the roof. Also maybe maybe a floor. Okay, so 150 generic. So maybe let's change the material to concrete. Okay, so and also let's model it maybe 2 meter by 2 meter. And okay, so something else, maybe some step, or let's model some sweep. So go on the wall. So let's model. So pretend this is some skirting board. Okay, skirting, very fat skirting board. And what else? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have 4 items. Okay, so now let's create a. Maybe I'll just do another one on this side here. Okay, so now let's create a material takeoff. So on the view, go to schedule. So material takeoff. So here, so first you can choose a category. So for example, I only want to show the material of the wall or the walls. So you can use wall category. But for this exercise, I'm going to use multi-category. Okay, so multi-category. And also this is a name and face. So I think we modeled all these stuff in new, so I just choose new construction. So click OK, and now you can pick the parameters into that schedule. So because it's material takeoff, so when you use the, so for example the name, the mark, you need to choose these. Okay, so the material name, not this, not here. You might see another parameter, and oh sorry, there's no name, but there's like type mark or type or description. No, they are not material parameter, so you need to use these. Okay, so material name, and maybe material, maybe instead of name, let's use material description. And also I'll use material mark. So usually you will have a code for the material. So for example, paint PT1, PT2, CT tile, sorry, tile TL. Okay, so mark description, and sometimes we will need some, maybe let's add another one, comment. Okay, so now we have 3. Let's go down, mark description, comment. Okay, so click OK, and now you will see, so we have these. So some of them it's not showing anything. That's probably because some of the material there's no description for it. So let's figure out. Okay, so I'll just close these, and I'll use WT, so we can show the 3D view together with this schedule. Okay, so WT. So usually if you click on one of the item, so in the 3D view, you will have this item selected. So for example, this helm, maybe we need to add the name as well, so it's easier, because in the description it's all only physical material. So okay, so we can do this. So go here, go click on this edit field. So we just go material name. Let's add the name to it. So click OK. So now we can see the names. Okay, so the mark. Let's go to material. So go on the manage material. And so, for example, the concrete. If you go to identity, so all the information is here. So, for example, the material mark is the mark. So, if you use Keynote, Keynote's here. Okay, so but for this exercise, I'm just going to use mark. So, for example, I'll call it concrete, concrete CC maybe point 1, something like that, maybe 01. Okay, and okay, and you will see it will go here, and you can also type here directly. So for example, this I'll change to shade. Okay, so you will see a little bit color. So for example, this material, so you can just type the mark here. So for example, brick, maybe BK01. And now if you go to material and go under, let's find the BK. You can use this code to, you can use mark to search. So for example, we just gave the BK01 to this material. So you can, if you type this, you will be able to find this. Okay, so if you select this material, you will see this. This is the mark. Okay, and okay. So what's this metal? So if I click this one, it also shows this brick veneer, or actually, yeah, because it's a steel framing. So if you go to edit type of this wall, so edit structure, you will see this metal, the structure is metal. Okay, it's showing here. So let's go. You can select, you can click on this, go to material, and then under identity. So for example, I'll give it MT01, something that. If I click OK, this mark will go to here. So click here. Oops. Why it's not going there? So let's have a look again. Material, metal. Oh, it's gone. Anyway, MT01 and click OK. Yep, all good. So now this is the air gap of the, I believe it's the air gap of this brick veneer wall. So if you go, so this is it. Okay, so if you want to, you can also add, but most of the time I don't think we need to schedule the air gap. So for example, you can use some filter to filter out all these. So for example, you can use, so here, so go filter, and you can use, so for example, a mark has no, let's try has no value. Okay, so okay, oh no, doesn't work. Let's try again. So go mark, maybe let's try this is greater than, and leave this nothing. So if I click, so which means if as long as there's anything in the mark, it will show in this schedule, and if it's empty, it won't show in this schedule. Okay, so for example, I don't want to see this metal, I'll just need to delete the mark, and then it's gone. So let's Control Z because we want to see that. Control Z. Yeah. So, okay. So now let's have a look of the roof. I think it's not showing because we don't have a material for it. So let's just give it a so for example, default roof. Okay, I'll just use this material for it, and then you will see this material. It's not showing here because we don't have a mark. So actually, I don't think this is a good way, because sometimes you just forgot to add a mark to it, and then it's not showing here. So you might miss some material in your schedule. So I think let's do this. So go to the filter. Instead of use this mark is greater than nothing, so we can use something else. So for example, this comment. Okay, so we can. So let's change. I'll just click OK for now, and oh sorry, I'll just turn off the filter for now, so it will show, the schedule will show everything in this material. Oh, sorry, in this project. So every material in this project. Now, what I'm going to do is we can use some parameter. So for example, this comment. So I can type in, I can type something in. This is a text parameter. So I can say I can not, so for example, do not show in schedule. Okay, so and now if we go to filter and use this comment, so we can use, so you just equal, okay, equal, and so as long as we type this in this schedule, so if I click OK, oh sorry, wrong, opposite, does not equal, okay, does not equal, and click OK. So now you will see everything else is showing here. So even this one, there's no mark for it. Now it's still showing because we don't have that. But if I want to hide this, so I'll just go here, click this, so it will show this. So I can just click it and hide it. Okay. So if we want to bring that back, you can either turn off the filter or just go to material. So find that material, go here, just delete this one, and it will come back in this schedule. Okay, so now we have this roof, which is this one. So if you click on in the schedule, it will also show the element. So this is very helpful. So sometimes you find some material, but you're not sure what that material belongs to. So you can just click on the material. It will highlight the element that contains that material. Okay, so so for example, this one is from this floor, and this brick is from the brick veneer wall, and the metal is the frame of the brick veneer wall as well. So you will notice, you should not notice that something's not in this. So is this sweep. So first, let's have a look of this sweep. So currently there's no material for it. So let's just, so for example, I'll create a new material. Okay, default new material. I'll call it skirting wall. Okay, there's maybe SK01. I'll add a description. So skirting, and OK. So and I click OK. So you'll see it's still not coming into the schedule. So same this one, it's not coming into the schedule. So this is because of this certain category. So this is sweep, wall sweep. Wall sweep is a subcategory under the wall, which so let's have a look. If we let me think, if we let me just try to model in place something and see if we can So this is on the wall, but oh, okay. Oh, let's go to object style. Object style. So if you go to manage object style, you will see all these categories. And if you see a plus, you can click on them. It will show all the subcategory. Okay, so some of them is the default subcategory of that category, and you can also create your own subcategory. So for example, on the wall, we can create a new subcategory. I'll call it I don't know what do I call them? Test. Yes, test. So now you will be able to have one subcategory under this wall. So, and you will see this wall sweep, it's already there. So this is the subcategory of this wall sweep. And the material of this wall sweep will not go to the material takeoff. Okay, so this is something, I'm not sure why this is happening, but still there's a way to add this into the schedule. So you can select this sweep and use this, so create parts. Okay, so if you click on create parts, so this one, not this one, so this one which you have already created parts from this one, so it will go to the material, will go into the schedule. So you will see it's here. Okay, which is this one, skirting, right? And yeah, I can't remember. There might be other category that we need to create parts, but yeah, usually most of the time I just do modeling. I don't do much schedule or the calculation stuff. So if you if you know what other subcategory will act like this, please let me know. And if you also have better solution or better idea about doing all those material takeoff stuff, so please let me know as well. Okay, so now let me just quickly show you how we can use this material takeoff. So we can do sometimes we can do some calculations. So we can do so how many bricks we need. So for example, and how long we need for the skirting. So for maybe how so actually some of them. So for example, if I click on this floor, so this is a concrete solid concrete floor. It tells us all the information here. So for example, that area, so that's 4 square meter, the volume, so which we can get the volume of the concrete, so we can do some the price. So let's have a look of the field, see if there's anything here. Okay, so let's have a look here. That's not so that's material volume here. So material area. So I'm not sure if let's just add these. So material volume, the material area, and what else? Okay, nothing else. So if I click OK. Okay, so actually this will bring out all the material, the other materials. So let's first have a look of the concrete floor. Okay, so because we know this is a 2 meter by 2 meter and 150 millimeter thick concrete floor, so it looks like the material area is correct. That's 4 square meter. Okay, so the volumes 0.6 is correct as well. So because this is 0.6, so I think this is we can use this one for the concrete, so we can calculate how much concrete we need. And so let's have a look of the wall. Okay, so because this wall is a brick veneer wall, we know that that's a structure, that's gap, that's brick. Okay, so it tells us the actually, let me just make it easier for us to calculate. So I'll change this to 1 meter wide, and also I'll change it to 1 meter high. So let's have a look at this brick. It tells us the area is 1 meter by 1 meter. Yeah, that's correct. So that's a 1 meter by 1 meter, and the volume is 0.11. I think it's correct as well, because the brick. So in Australia, the brick width is 110. Okay, so 110, which is 0.11 times 1 square meter, is 0.11 cubic meter. So that is correct as well. Okay, so and you can, from this, you can probably roughly get, I'll just quickly do it. So because our standard brick in Australia is 110, let me just use meter. Okay, so I'll use meter. So 0.11 times 0. Let's use 86 plus molar. Okay, so 0.86. Oh, sorry, there should be another 0.86 times and 240. So 0.24 equals. So this number. Okay, I'll just Control C. So I'll use 0.11. So 0.11 divide by. Let me try if I can Control V. Equals. Yeah, I think that should be correct. So we need about 48 bricks, 4 bricks. So maybe we need a little more, like a half bricks. So okay, so that's it. Do you want to count? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah. About right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 times 4.5. Oh, we need 58. Yeah, I know what's wrong here, because the pattern is not the Australian standard one. The pattern is smaller, see? Instead of 86 by 240, that's 75 by 225, so that's why. Okay. Okay, so let me very quickly add another use of material takeoff. So we can do some calculations of certain materials. So for example, I'll just, instead of using this one, I'm going to create a new one, new material takeoff. And this time I'm going to use a wall type, wall category, and click OK. So I'm going to just use the same mark description, and I'll use the volume. Okay, so volume. Or how we can, let's just use volume. Okay, so use volume. Okay, so this one. So what I'm going to do is I'll count the brick number. Okay, so go edit fields. So here we just need to add a calculated parameter. So click here. So let's call it brick numbers. So for example this, and use formula common number there, which is correct, or maybe integer. Okay, so and formula. So what we need to do is we'll use, so click on this one and then bring out all the existing parameter so we have in this schedule. So we use volume and divided by the standard. So standard brick volume. So let the one we just did before. So this one, so which is 0.11. So depending on your standard brick size in your country. So in Australia, it's 0.11 times 0.086 times 0.02. Oh, sorry, 0.24. So this will be the standard volume of one brick plus the mortar. Okay, so I'll just use this one, Control C, go under here, so Control V, and click OK, and click OK. So now in this, so we can ignore this. So these are not correct, but this one's brick. So which tells us roughly the number of bricks we need in order to have this wall. Okay, so now I'm going to just close this off and use WT. So now I'll just quickly draw some more walls. So brick veneer wall. So CS, another wall. So you will see the number goes up. Okay. Actually, so because it's all showing individual wall, so what we need to do is we need to go to sorting, and we need to uncheck this. So click OK. Hang on, we still need sorting. So go here. So use material. Let's just use material mark. Let's try this. Okay. So it's not calculating. So let's go to how do I do it? So formatting brick number, total. Okay. Yeah. So now you will see the brick. So this one. So let me just I'll just ignore these two. So this is brick number. So currently we need 744 for this wall. So if I increase the height, you will see the number goes up. Create another wall, so the number goes up. And also not only this wall, so if I create another wall, WA, so for example this brick was a single brick, and it will increase. Okay, oh sorry, I'll change this to this. So currently is so you will see if I change this one to a brick veneer, so the number of bricks the same because the thickness of the brick is the same. Okay, so if I change it to double brick, this will change this brick number because the thickness of brick in this wall is different. So this one is 230 instead of 110. Okay, so that's it. And if you have any idea or any suggestion, so yeah, because I'm not, to be honest, I'm not very good at doing all these schedules. I prefer modeling stuff. Okay, so if you have better ideas, or if you think my method is not correct, please let me know. Okay, so otherwise I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.